Hello, welcome. I hope y'all are having a really great Saturday. It's awesome. I know Mother's Day is around the corner, and of course, summer is right around the corner, and the kids will be out of school is right around the corner. So much going on, and this is May. So, my question and my solution to part of this problem, I do not have your whole solution because for number one, I do not know your whole circumstance. So unless we had a one-on-one coaching, I wouldn't be able to give you a insight as to exactly what you need to do or what you could do. So what we're going to do here today is are you being pulled between the family and the business? You want to give your all to both, right? You want to take care of your family. And you want to get this business started. You want to get it going because you want to use this business to have the time to spend with your family, to be able to go places, to do things, to be that family that is secure and is financially free. So I know it's hard. I know how hard it is. And I know it is not easy to balance out trying to work your business and take care of the family and give your time to where it needs to go. It's hard. It is very, very hard. And you know what? You're not alone. Anyone out there that is struggling to do this, that is really trying, you really want this, you want it to happen, and you want to do anything and everything you can to make it happen, and you feel like you have no support, you feel like you have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, you want this, and you still want to be able to be that mom or that dad that is taking care and doing everything you need to do. That is a given, guys. That is a given. So here's some tips, and these are tips that I used and I still use today. Actually, I use them all the time. So you need to get yourself out there. You need to be present. You need to be all over social media. That's the platform that a lot of us are using to create and build and grow our business. So you need to be everywhere. You need to be on every single platform, and you need to be there every single day. If you're not noticed, if people don't see you and notice you, they're not going to get to know you. They're not going to feel like they can trust you. They're not going to feel that they can buy from you or respond to you or any kind of help or anything that you're doing. So you need to do this, and it needs to be consistent. It has to be consistent. If you are not consistent, if you are not consistently putting yourself out there and getting noticed and getting seen and getting heard, then it's going to be even harder. And don't just be in groups that aren't just say to spam or say you spam your link here, go ahead. If you realize nobody is looking at those links, nobody is looking at those posts, people, and you probably are one of them too, you just scroll by it. It's not interesting you. Unless it's one that really grabs your attention, you're not going to stop and look at it. So that's another training altogether. But for today, we're going to get on this to get you out there and get you noticed, okay? So here are some tips, and do these every single day. Now you're probably thinking, well, I don't have time. Well, you'll be surprised, and I mean this sincerely, as to how you can find pockets of time. Little pockets of time here and there throughout your day. I know you have a job, you go to work, you do all this. So one thing I'm going to tell you to do is at night, after the children go to night-night, then definitely write out your posts that you want to do the next day. Now, they can be 2 or 3 posts, but you're going to post them over and over with maybe a different graphic or a different video, but you can have the same message going over and over and over. Why not? You want to get it out there. It's not going to be seen by the same person because social media moves fast. It moves very quickly and it rotates very fast. So you're not going to have it be there and then it's going to be the same thing and people are going to keep seeing the same thing over and over and over. It moves too fast. So that's perfectly fine. So what I would do is I would do like 3 or 4 posts that I would create, and I'd put them in a file on my phone. And that way I always had them. I always had them, and they're what I call my swipe file. I have a swipe file on my computer, and I have a swipe file on my phone. So I always have backup. I always have backup data that I want to give or to share. I always have it there for me, with me all the time. So to get yourself out there and to get noticed, you have to post at least 10 times a day in all the platforms. So if you stop and think about it, we're not going to go with YouTube right now because they're a little bit more tricky to do. If you want to do this, but do Instagram, do Facebook, which is actually owned. Facebook and Instagram are owned by Zuckerberg. And do Twitter. So you've got Instagram, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, and you can do LinkedIn. So you've got 4 platforms right there that you can post to. So even if you decide not to do LinkedIn, because not a lot of people really realize how much value there is in posting on LinkedIn. It's simply, I get so many referrals and so much response on my LinkedIn. And do this, and you want 10 posts a day, so you're going to break it up. You're not going to do all 10 posts. But if you do, say for example, you get a break, right? You get 2 breaks and a lunch a day if you work a standard shift. So if you're having, and I'm sure you are, these breaks, take a 15-minute break that you get and take 5 minutes of that. 5 minutes. 2, you're going to post to your target market, whether it be in groups or whether it be on your profile, or maybe both. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes to do this. You've got it all written out. You've got it there. And while you're in there, while you're in those groups, while you're right there, it just takes a few minutes. You want to follow at least 25 people a day. So do a few follows in there. You want to keep yourself out there, keep yourself noticed, and keep yourself vibrant. Okay? Super simple and super productive. But like I said, you have a 15-minute break while you're sitting there chatting with your coworkers or whomever. You can be on your phone. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's always on their phone. So take that time to do your business. And if somebody wants to know what you're doing, just tell them that, oh, you're getting some work done while you're working. So they don't have to know what you're doing. It's your private business. If you want to tell, then that's fine. If you don't, then that's fine too. So you have this for 15-minute breaks. Take that 5 minutes. Use longer if you choose to. It's up to you. And you will have to keep these in order to start, because you will have to have an order as to what you're doing. You don't want to forget what you're doing. You don't want to forget what you're doing. So, and also use your lunch time. You get a lunch, right? You don't have to sit and complain with everybody else about how bad the job is or all that good hoopla that goes around a company. So use your lunch to do follow-ups from the responses that you put out. Use your lunchtime, however, if you have 30 minutes, an hour, however long you have, choose how much time you want to use to work your business. You don't have to use the whole thing. You can take some time to eat. Perfectly fine. But you could also do quick videos on your phone. It only takes a few minutes to do a quick video. So use your lunchtime. Go in a corner. Go somewhere and just do a quick video. Stand out in a parking lot. It doesn't matter where it's at. People will see you as being you and being real. They can know you have a job. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So keep in mind that you want to keep yourself visible, you want to keep yourself prominent, and you want to keep yourself out there. And the more you're out there, the more people see you, the more they get used to you. So then when you do decide you want to sell something to them, boom, they know you. They know who you are. They know what you stand for. They know the training you're giving, or they know the tips and tricks. Maybe you sell a health and wellness vitamin or something like that. Well, you could do curiosity posts on, well, this is what I did, and this is what, don't say exact, ever say what it is you're selling. Say, oh my gosh, I tried this new system. I lost 5 pounds, or I got this vitamin I was taking, and you know what? I feel so much more energized and so much more eager. And people will be asking you, that's a curiosity post. You're not saying what it is. You're not saying the company. Don't ever say the company. Don't ever promote it, because you are promoting you. You are the one that is important. Nobody else, just you. Okay. And it's so simple. You're going to see how you have all these pockets of time throughout your day that you can squeeze in a quick follow. You can squeeze in putting out a quick response to somebody. You can squeeze in putting out a post. You can squeeze in. You'll be surprised, and you'll be surprised how simpler it is. When you getting this done, you'll get more and more notice. So when you get home at night, then you are going to find that it is so much easier, because you've got all this stuff already done throughout your day. So then when you get home at night and you do the dinner thing and you get the laundry going and all this fun stuff, and you got the kids, so you got to help them with your homework, and maybe they're doing the homework while you're doing dinner. You can also, a lot of people don't like this part, but you can do this. If you have a laptop, put your laptop up in the kitchen while you're cooking your dinner. Do a video, do a live, do something. You can do just voice. And you could say, well, I'm cooking dinner right now for the fam, and, I just wanted to throw in some tips and tricks here, or I just wanted to throw in an idea or two that I had that I've been working on, and just do that. It's so simple, and it keeps you out there, it keeps you noticed, and it keeps you in the spotlight, which is what you want to do. You want to stay there, and you want people to be asking you about your business. And like I said, don't ever put out your product. Don't ever say the name of your product or the company you work for. You're going to go through this whole system, this whole tips and tricks that I just gave you here. And you're going to find out that more people are going to be asking you about what you're doing. They're going to be asking you, how are you able to do all this? How is this all working out? How are you able to put this together and have to work the family and the job and the business? How are you able to do all this? They're going to want to know, and you can feel free to use these tips and tricks and this training that I just gave you here to train in your business, to train your tribe, to train whoever you are looking. Because I do a lot of these trainings, and I am mentoring a lot of people right now, because I have mentors, and we all have mentors. We all have people. It doesn't matter how much money I make. It doesn't matter. I will always have mentors that I look up to that are making more than me. That's the way it is. And that's the way we keep growing and learning and growing and learning. But definitely use these tips, use these tricks, use these systems here that I use every day. And they work. They work, guys. There's no doubt about it. They work. And you'll find that the more you do these, but you have to be consistent. You have to work them every single day. If you're not consistent, then what's the use? A business doesn't grow itself. A business grows itself with work and perseverance and the I can do this, I am doing this attitude. When you have that attitude and you have that and you're willing to take direction and you are coachable, when you are teachable, coachable, you are on your way. If you're not coachable, if you're not willing to take the steps and they have a mentor and have somebody to teach you and help you, there's a chance that you're just going to stay where you're at. And that's really sad to say, and that was said to me years ago. That was said to me. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I can't be responsive, not responsible, responsive to what he's teaching me or to what she's trying to tell me, if I can't be responsive to that and not take it all to heart, how am I going to make my business grow? How am I going to be successful? How will I create this life that I want so badly? And when I realized that, and I took a look at what I was doing and wasn't doing, I made a change. I made a huge change, a very expensive change, but I did it. And I'm so blessed that I did, because now I have the life I want. And you know what? You can too. Use these steps that I gave you here. Like I said, there's steps I use every single day. Catch this on the replay. If you're in replay, please type in replay so we can know where you're coming from, what you're doing. Also, I have a link to my newsletter here. If you want to join my newsletter, you can get all the tips and tricks and all the stuff that I give my team that get it in more detail than what I do on a quick little live here. They get all the good stuff. Okay, guys, I will chat with you later and have a super great day. And use today to get yourself in order and to write out your system and follow through. Make a list. Do your times. What time can I do this? What time can I do that? How much time am I going to spend on that? When you do, you're going to find that it's going to be so much simpler and everything will come together. It's supposed to. It's the way it is. It's the way it happens. Okay, guys, I will chat with you later. Again, like and share this video, and let's get it out on the replay, because this one is not just mindset. This is both. This is putting out there for your business and your mindset. And you know what? These steps work. I promise you, when you do them, when you're consistent, they work. Okay, I will chat with y'all later, and thank you so much for joining us here today.